The scene begins when Simon arrives at his family's house and immediately realizes it's going to be one of those nights where the drama can't possibly fit on a single plate. His father, Carl, a successful psychologist, is there praying with his friends and pretending to be the pillar of morality. Among the crowd, Simon notices a certain Sonia, a mysterious woman he doesn't know, but who's clearly not there to pray. Simon's mother, trying to keep up appearances, greets everyone with the perfect hostess smile. But then comes the classic family dinner question. Why did you drop out of med school? Before Simon can invent an excuse, Carl jumps in. My son is an artist and he's going to be a success. Meanwhile, Fabian, Simon's partner, reinforces the claim by saying he's been nominated for an award for his artwork. All good so far, except for the detail that Simon's mother, in the kitchen, is venting about how overwhelmed she is helping Carl write a book. Simon, ever the son of the year, replies, "Sorry, Mom, I'm too busy drawing incomprehensible doodles." But like the good martyr he aspires to be, he ends up caving when he finds out that if he doesn't help, Carl will travel with, guess who? Sonia, the secretary who clearly knows more about the boss than his patients. In the middle of this domestic chaos, Simon's mother suffers a health crisis at dinner, apparently something she had dealt with before but was supposedly under control. Nothing like a relapse to spice up the awkward atmosphere. Simon and Fabian talk about it later, but deep down, Simon is just digesting the fact that his family feels like a cheap spin-off of The Notebook, except without the true love part and with way more anxiety attacks. The next day, Fabian offers some constructive criticism of Simon's drawings, basically saying they're not good enough. His mother shows up again, asking for help with Carl's book. Simon resists until she drops the ultimate argument. If he doesn't help, Carl will be traveling with, guess who? Sonia, the secretary who clearly knows more about the boss than his patients. Emotional blackmail always works, of course. Fabian, suspicious, complains that this will interfere with their exhibition, but Simon promises miracles. Carl, the man of values, decides to open his heart to his son and confesses that yes, he's having an affair with Sonia, and he's in love, as if that justifies ruining his marriage. Simon swallows hard but keeps working on the transcription. Later, at the award ceremony where he was nominated, he loses. Fabian tries to console him, saying the judges don't understand art. In other words, your drawings didn't even impress my grandma. Back at work, Sonia starts throwing little jabs at Simon, questioning his art. He tries to forget about it and even talks to his roommate to distract himself, but deep down he's already obsessed. When he finds out Sonia used to be Carl's patient, things get worse. Turns out the secretary is another classic case of non-existent medical ethics. When Sonia breaks down crying in the office, she kisses Simon, and of course he's confused, but not confused enough to resist for long. Soon, Simon and Sonia are meeting in secret. Fabian, poor thing, still tries to save their relationship, but Simon drops the bomb. I slept with Sonia. Basically the modern version of throwing gasoline on the fire. Fabian dumps him on the spot. Heartbroken, Simon runs straight into Sonia's arms, who's now manipulating him like a pawn in her chess game. The tables turn when Simon discovers Sonia never actually wanted him. The whole romance was just part of a revenge plan against Carl, and Simon was nothing more than the clueless intern stuck in the middle. Later, his mother suffers another health crisis and blames him for destroying the marriage. The emotional weight makes Simon collapse, destroying his artwork and ending up in the hospital. His relationship with his father becomes a competition of who can traumatize the audience faster. Carl insists he loves both his wife and Sonia, because, of course, nothing says love like ruining two lives at the same time. Months later, Simon gives up on art and goes back to med school, as if becoming a doctor were the easiest way to cure all this drama. He attends his father's new book launch and finds out Sonia is pregnant. His mother promises to take care of the child. At the next family gathering, Sonia hands the baby to Simon, and he finally realizes he was used by both her and his father for their twisted little fantasy. A fun fact about the film is that in the original script, there were much lighter scenes, but they were cut because producers thought the audience would laugh instead of cry. Well, looks like they couldn't avoid that anyway. So here's the question. After everything that happened, do you think Simon should have stuck with art even with the whole world against him, or was going back to medicine the only way to salvage what was left of his sanity? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want me to bring you more videos like this one, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep going. I'll see you in the next video.